Morning, everybody. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for June 2nd, 2009. I'm Jennifer from sewhooked, as you all probably know by now. Today I have a few fun things to share. First, I'm going to interject a couple of photos. Last week, my fifth grader participated in a project called Classroom City at school where they were studying the economy, and one of the things that they did was they had stores and they could sell goods or services, and he chose to sell goods, so he had a store that he called Transporters and Tribbles, or maybe Tribbles and I think it was Transporters and Tribbles. Anyway, I'll post a picture. And he sold Star Trek buttons. Remember last week I was talking about how useful that button maker has been for me and for my kids. And he sold Tribbles, which were pom-poms with eyeballs. And if you guys know me, you probably recognize the general idea from being used as pygmy puffs. So you take your pink and purple and change them to blue or brown and gold and white, and you end up with tribbles instead of pygmy puffs. So that was fun. So I'm going to insert a picture right here so you can see that. So that was my 11-year-old's Star Trek crafts from last week. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. Also, you may have noticed my sound is better this week. I have a new microphone. It's actually an old microphone that I have appropriated microphone. My laptop mic just is being stupid, so this is what we're using now. This is what my daughter uses when she records herself playing violin. So that's actually pretty cool. I might interject a little bit of that, though she might kill me. I'm not sure about that. We'll see about that. Anyway, so Saturday I took a quilting class, a free motion quilting class. Free motion quilting is when you drop your feed dogs on your sewing machine and use an embroidery or a, oh gosh, a darning foot, gosh, and you actually move your fabric, your quilt sandwich, your two fabrics with your batting in the center, and do the quilting by moving the fabric as opposed to when you use a long arm where you move the whole machine. So I took this beginner's class. Free motion is one of the only things that I've really tried myself and couldn't quite figure out, even with online tutorials. So class was totally worth it. I took it at Honeybee Quilt Store, which is my favorite local quilt shop. It's actually where I'll be teaching paper piecing over the summer. So I have a class in 2 weeks, which is full, and a July class, which is not full. So if you're in Austin and you want to take a paper piecing class and you want to meet me, you can come and sign up at Honeybee. I'll put a link here. So let's put it on this side. Anyway, so what we did was we spent about an hour just practicing after we got the introduction from the instructor, who was very comfortable, relaxed instructor, which is the way I would learn best. If it's really rigid and structured, I'm not going to enjoy it as much, and she was very laid back and cool, so that was fun. So first we just practiced, and we just basically tried out some of the things she had showed us on our practice piece. So this is my practice piece. There's some meandering with some loops, and here's some just general meandering, and it's just getting the hang of whatever you do. And there's strings everywhere because my top thread kept breaking. When I got home I changed threads and it worked a lot better. There's some zigzaggities. So this is my practice piece, and you can see it's pretty full. I practiced a lot. I got really comfortable faster than I expected once I had her introduction. And then she had us, for the last part of the class, we worked on a sampler. Now, I didn't do all of this in class. I did the first part of the sampler, and then I came home and finished it because it just ran out of time. So we bisected an 18 by 18 inch square of muslin, and then she gave us 4 different general patterns she wanted us to work on. So the first one we did was a meander. So here's my meander that I worked on, and then she wanted us to do sort of a zigzag, what Gareth, my 11-year-old, looked at and said he thought it looked like a maze, so that's the maze one. And then we did one that was a meander sort of with loops, so I did that, and here's my meander with loops. I had a little bit of a hard time with this one just because I kept forgetting which direction I had planned to go, but it worked out okay. I filled the space pretty nicely. And we did an echo, which I actually split mine into 2 and did echoes twice. So I did one like really narrow echo, and then I did a really big deep one. I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's, you know, a lot of muscle memory and stuff, and moving your fabric when you sew is so counterintuitive. I'm so used to letting the machine pull it and just guiding. So I'm getting there, and it's really interesting, and I will add a link to a video or two right there. So there, because there's some great ones on YouTube, so you can go see what it's all about. Also, over the weekend, I watched a lot of Torchwood and sci-fi with the family, and while I did that, I was crocheting. So this is part of a blanket for Linus. It's made out of, I believe it's Lion Brand. Yeah, Lion Brand velvet spun. I got really lucky and found a bag of Lion Brand yarn at Goodwill. There were like 16 skeins of all different Lion Brand yarns. 6 of them were this velvet spun. It was $6, so that was a total steal. It was all brand new yarn. So I'm working on that for Linus. So that'll be a Linus blanket, and it's blue and white and yellow. Let's see, what else did I have? Oh, I know. I wanted to share with you a couple of links. I've started a live journal community called TTMT for Talk to Me Tuesday, so you can join up, and I'll post a link right there, and you can post your videos. That way people that aren't on your list will get to watch your videos too, and then everyone can kind of connect and see what everyone else is up to, and I thought that would be really fun. Also, I wanted to pimp my new award that I've started on the Sewhooked blog, called the Sewhooked So Awesome Craft Award. I am a huge craft fangirl. I love looking at other people's crafts. I love reading tutorials. I love following other people's tutorials, but up until now, I've only been posting my own stuff on my craft blog, and I felt like I really wanted to share some of the things that I enjoy looking at, and some of the other really cool crafts that are floating around out there. So the very first one I posted was Hermione Jean's Hogwarts House tote bag, and I actually have one. I'm going to pull it out right now. Sorry, I forgot to get it out. And this is my Hogwarts House tote bag, made by Hermione Jean, and it's a square tote bag. It actually shows up a lot more square when it's full, but it holds a load of stuff. I've been using it to carry my quilts and my blankets when I go to the Linus Connection meetings for blanket collection. This one, it's a Hogwarts House tote bag because she made it. This one is Ravenclaw claw colors, and this is my Ravenclaw pattern from Sewhooked. Link. And she's done them in every house. My favorite probably that she's made so far is her House Unity tote, which has all the different house colors like on different sides, and it's really cool to go look and see how she does this, because when she lays it out, it looks like a pinwheel, which I just think is really cool. So anyway, that's the Sewhooked So Awesome craft from last week, and you can find the link for that right there. Go see that, check it out, make one. And if you make something from Sewhooked, if you make something from any of my patterns, recipes, whatever, or a link that I share, throw it in the Sewhooked Flickr, because everybody likes to see pictures, and then, you know, I get to see what you're working on, and everyone else that's put pictures in there gets to see what you're working on, and it's just more fun. The more we share, the more fun it is. And that's going to be it for me. Have a great week, everyone.